Hi everyone. The Mahabharata is a treasure trove of stories, but Amba's journey is one of the most heart-wrenching yet empowering narratives. It's a tale of love, rejection, sacrifice, and vengeance that has resonated for centuries.
So settle in and join us as we unravel the fascinating drama of Amba, Bhishma, and the Kuru dynasty. The story begins with the Kuru dynasty at a crossroad. Bhishma, the eldest prince, had taken a terrifying vow to remain celibate and renounce his claim to the throne for the sake of his father's happiness. While this act ensured peace at the time, it left the dynasty vulnerable.
Exactly. Bhishma's younger brother, Chitrangda, was a great warrior, but his life was tragically cut short in battle that left only Vichitravirya, whose name itself means strange masculinity. Rumors abounded about his reluctance or inability to marry.
And in those days, a king's primary duty wasn't just to rule, it was to ensure the continuation of the lineage. Without an heir, the kingdom's stability was at risk. For the Kurus, this was a looming crisis.
The situation worsened when the king of Kasi announced a swayamvar for his three daughters, Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika, but deliberately excluded the Kuru dynasty. This was a public snub, likely due to the rumors about Vichitra Virya.
For Bhishma, this wasn't just an insult, it was a threat to the honor of the Kuru dynasty. He decided to intervene, setting the stage for one of the most controversial events in the Mahabharata.
A swayamvar was a grand event where a princess could choose her husband from a gathering of eligible warriors. Amba, the eldest daughter, was already in love with King Salva and has made up her mind to marry him.
At the ceremony, Amba garlanded Shalva, signaling her choice. But just then, Bhishma arrived. The other warriors mocked him, saying, "Why has the old celibate come here? Is he seeking a bride for himself?"
These taunts struck a nerve. Bhishma was a warrior of unmatched skill, and the ridicule of his clan was unacceptable. In fact, he defeated the assembled warriors, including Salva, and abducted all three princes.
This marked a turning point. Previously, women in the Mahabharata had a voice in choosing their partners, but here, Bhishma's actions reduced them to pawns in a political game.
Amba, heartbroken and humiliated, protested vehemently. She pleaded with Bhishma, saying, "I have already chosen my husband. You cannot force me into this." But Bhishma, bound by his duty to the Kurus, insisted she would marry Vichitravirya.
Back in Hastinapur, Vichitravirya outright refused to marry Amba. "She has already given her heart to another man. I cannot accept her as my wife," he declared. This rejection left Amba in a precarious position.
Feeling guilty, Bhishma arranged for Amba to return to Salva. But when she reached him, Salva's pride got in the way. "I lost the battle," he said. "I will not accept a bride as charity from the man who defeated me."
Rejected by both men, Amba's plight worsened. She couldn't return to her father's house as her abduction had tarnished her honor. Desperate, she turned to Bhishma, demanding that he should take the responsibility for ruining her life.
But Bhishma, unwavering in his vow of celibacy, refused. I cannot break my word, not even for you, he said. Amba's pleas fell on deaf ears, leaving her abandoned and humiliated.
Imagine this 5,000 years ago, a princess with no home, no husband, and no place in society. Amba's story could have ended in despair, but instead, her pain transformed into rage and determination.
She swore vengeance against Bhishma, whom she held responsible for her plight. Her journey from rejection to rebellion is one of the most powerful arcs in the Mahabharata. Amba became a symbol of defiance, challenging societal norms and the unyielding rules of patriarchy.
Amba's story is a moral and philosophical puzzle. Bhishma's actions were driven by duty to his dynasty, yet they caused immense personal harm to Amba. Was he justified in prioritizing his vow and the kingdom's honor over her happiness?
On the other hand, Amba's defense challenges the traditional notion of sacrifice. She refused to accept her fate, instead choosing to fight back. Even if it meant standing alone, her story is a reminder that even in a rigid society, individuals can strive for justice.
The Mahabharata is filled with such dilemmas, making it as relevant today as it was centuries ago. It forces us to question what it means to do the right thing. Is it loyalty to duty or empathy for the individual?
And that's all for today's episode. Amba's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the complexity of life choices.
We hope you enjoyed this journey into the Mahabharata. What are your thoughts on Amba's struggle? Do you think Bhishma's actions were justified?
Share your views with us on social media and don't forget to subscribe our podcast for more such epic tales. Until next time, keep sipping your chai and exploring the fascinating stories of the past.
This is Sai and Nikshay signing off. Take care and see you soon.